question is, what is your favorite quote or statement today from the round table? Something you're going to take back, a memorable line now.
Oh gosh, I hope I was listening well. But I do remember Rukmini ji's one of the statements that she made in the opening remarks, and I'm perhaps paraphrasing it. It said कि जब हमने असर सर्वे किया, and this is one of the stories that she was talking about in terms of how important it is to get community-led participants in sort of drawing up the design of the program. I'm paraphrasing it, but I think hearing it from somebody like her, a statement like this, which is so simple and so powerful, I think this is something that I will surely take back.
Talking about that, today I think there was a lot of conversation around collaboration. Do you think social sector is moving forward towards the idea of collaboration, or it's in a stagnant phase where collaboration is just an idea but not a manifested truth?
Yes, it's a gray area, and I see that as a half glass full rather than half glass empty, because I think the challenges and the problems that we are trying to solve in the social sector are so complex that even if people don't resonate it with now about it now, in a few months or few years, they will realize that it is not possible to solve this complexity just by yourself. So somewhere the collaboration will come out of necessity, somewhere the collaboration will come out of the fact that you've learned from others stories and the failures and mistakes that they have been able to. So those will be the early mover and will get that advantage, but I think it will eventually come as a necessity, even if that understanding is not there today.
That's so true. As you said that the problems in social sector are complex, and it is well said that complexity leads to the brightest breakthroughs. Do you think social sector is now close to that breakthrough? Because we can see it's one of the most emerging sectors. A lot of the youth are inclined towards social sector. Do you think it's because it's a beautiful idea, or it's just that it is not rightly perceived by the youth? So is there something you want to debunk, or do you want to tell us what the reality is?
So I think the fact that we are seeing a lot of youth participants coming into the sector is because of the awareness. And I think to that extent, because people are aware and it is hitting them up close and personal, that it becomes quite, hitting on the conscious to say that if I do not sort of contribute and solve for these challenges, my own life and not just the next generation gets impacted. So, which is perhaps my understanding of why we see an influx of youth coming into the sector. I think there are also the advantages, because when youth comes in, they bring in fresh ideas and perspectives, and whether they come into the sector of social sector or a private sector, whichever sector they go to, that's the beauty. And I think that beauty that comes into, or the capabilities that they come into the social sector, will actually just benefit the sector more than anybody else. So I'm pretty kicked about the fact that there's so many people who are wanting to come and join this.
On a very lighter note, is there some of your fondest memories throughout your journey in the social sector? A one memory that is very precious to you that you're okay to share with us? Is there something like that you want to share with us? An anecdote, a story, an incident?
Oh gosh. I think there's so many stories and so many instances, but I remember when I walked into the sector, I mean, I had no idea about the sector, and then agricultural secretary called me for a meeting and saying that because in that particular state we'd done some work on education and they wanted us to replicate similar work in that sector. And I remember the night before the meeting, I was actually looking up what agriculture crops are about, what is khadi and what is rabi crops, and I couldn't even distinguish that. And at the end of a couple of months, I was writing the economic survey agriculture chapter for them, which I thought was quite a hockey stick learning that I had, and something that I myself used to say that there's nothing called hockey stick learning, and I myself experienced this. So I kind of was eating up my own words. So yeah, that's one fun memory.